guys, how are you doing today? Welcome back to a random lifestyle vlog. If you're new here, this channel is all about beauty, and today we're actually going to unbox something for a change. I feel like I haven't done that for a while. So today we're going to unbox the new limited edition box by the OK Beauty, and this one is by Bryony and Poppy. This is a quick sneak peek. And as you can probably tell, I don't really have much makeup on my face because this box is actually filled with some really nice makeup items, which I can't wait to try, so I decided to do like everything in one go. So I'll show you what's inside and then I'll just test these products straight away. Before we move on, let me give you some details. So this box is still available. It costs £60 and it's worth £239. There are also two color options for certain products, but I'll tell you a little bit more about it once we get there. Okay, so let's start. First, I'm going to show you the products that are not makeup related, and I'm going to start with this Veleda product. And that's actually something I'm super excited to try. So this is Skin Food Ultralight Dry Oil. And I have actually tried several products from this range, but never the dry oil. So that actually sounds very promising. And I really love how these products smell. So I actually can't wait to give it a go. This is what it looks like. It's a two-phase product, which you may or may not be able to see on the camera. But it says here, fast absorbing moisturizing care for body and face, normal to dry skin. Let's find some more details. So this is 100 ml, a full-size product worth £15.95, and Bryony says here, I love this. It's a dry oils and it's so light. It moisturizes your skin so beautifully and has that gorgeous skin food smell I'm obsessed with. I'm really glad to hear that. I'm obsessed with that smell too. Next up, we have something by Aromatherapy Associates, and this is their bath and shower oil in rose scent. So this is 9 ml, a travel size worth £12, and I really love these bath oils. I think you probably need like 2 cupfuls of this size. You just apply it in your body, especially on your chest, and then kind of like inhale and just enjoy your bath. And then look at that. This is our last non-makeup related product, and this is Dragon's Blood Rodial Hyaluronic Night Cream to hydrate and tone, and this one contains hyaluronic acid, chromobrite, and retinol, and we have 50 ml, so this is a full size, which is worth £85. I'm so happy to have this product here. So listen, I've been unboxing advent calendars and like different subscription boxes for a while now, so I have a really big stash of products. I'm pretty much sorted with most of the kind of skincare stuff. The only thing I'm slowly running out of are retinol products. I've just finished a retinol serum and I have like 2 more waiting for me, and that has to last me till the advent season, I guess. I mean, I could buy another one, but I kind of, you know, I get so many products, I don't really want to buy new ones, if you know what I mean. So having another like full-size retinol product that will just join my stash makes me feel a bit like more safe in that department. So this is a full-size lightweight retinol cream. It's going to be perfect for like warmer days, so like technically for now, and it's also hydrating, which is important if you have dry skin like me. Okay guys, time for makeup. I'm going to start with my eye makeup, and because of that I'm going to show you all 3 eye makeup products that we have first. So the first item we've got is a mascara, and this is XX Revolution Flat and Twisted XX Volume Mascara. So this is XXX Extreme Volume, and this is what it looks like. 11 ml, full size, worth £10. And I'm going to show you a brush straight away, because we'll obviously be using it. Yeah, I actually really like that shape. It's definitely going to help to pick up like those small lashes as well. So yeah, that's the first product. Next up, we have an eyeshadow palette. So this is Amber Sunset by MUA Makeup Academy, and as you can see, we have 5 shades over here, which are from left to right. So from here we have Ignite, Rust, Topaz, Heat, and Scorched, I think. So let's do some quick swatches. Okay, I have to admit, I'm actually quite impressed with the pigmentation, because I know for a fact that this brand is not really too expensive. Exactly, this is a full-size product worth £3.75. So for that price, I'm not going to lie, that is actually pretty impressive. And then the last product in this kind of like makeup category is Hilden Beauty, and this is Silk to Set Casual Liner, and this one is in shade Pecan. I love the fact it's not black. I mean, I have so many black eyeliners, I honestly don't need another one, but the Pecan shade, that sounds good. Let's swatch it too. So this is what it looks like. Oh wow, this is so extremely soft and pigmented. I mean, look at that swatch. But it literally just glides on the skin. I love it. Okay. I honestly did not expect to like it that much, because it's very difficult for me to be impressed with an eyeliner like that. Anyway, this is a full-size product, as you can probably guess, worth £16. And Poppy says here, we have been using this liner non-stop. It's a gorgeous chocolate brown and it's so seamless. The liner glides on so you can smudge it out and it sets and stays all day. That sounds very promising. Okay, so let's test these products out. I'm going to start with this lightest eyeshadow. I'm going to apply it all over my eyelids. Do you know what? I'm actually quite surprised already because this shade is actually quite visible on my eyelids. Usually shades like that don't really show on my skin like at all, but here I do see something, right? It's not like crazy visible, but it's definitely there. So okay, I'm going to do the eyeliner now because I want to smudge it a little bit. So I'm just going to apply it in my waterline. See, the pigmentation here is crazy. I'm just going to smudge it slightly with just like a clean brush. And I'm going to do the same thing on my upper lash line, but I'm not going to go all the way to my eye corner, but just kind of like stop it like halfway through. I don't really want my makeup to be super dramatic today. And then we're just going to smudge it a bit. Now I'm going to use a very precise brush and I'm going to apply this darkest shade over here. And I'm going to smudge the eyeliner a little bit more, both on my lower lash line. And I'm going to do the same thing on my upper lash line as well. I'm going to use this slightly lighter shade over here and I'm going to smudge this upper line a little bit more. I'm mostly working on this corner here now. And I'm going to blend it out with a bigger brush. I'm going to take a bigger brush and use this brightest shade over here and I'm going to kind of work it into my crease. Then again the same shade on a more precise brush and I'm just going to work on this lower lash line a bit more. And then lastly, we have this kind of like sparkly shade here. I don't think I want to apply it all over my eyelid. I think I'm going to wear a pretty bold lip today. So I don't really want my eye makeup to be too dramatic, although I think that ship has already sailed. But maybe for a bit like less impact, I'm going to apply this metallic shade with a brush. So I'm just going to apply it all over my eyelid here. That actually looks really pretty. Also, this shade transfers really nicely with a brush as well, in case you're wondering. Okay, I think we've got it. Let's recreate the same thing on my other eye. And we're done. Let's try the mascara now. So I'm going to apply it on one side and then we're going to see if we can actually tell the difference, because that is usually how I can tell whether mascara is actually good for me or not. Trust me, there are so many mascaras, even quite pricey ones, that, you know, I can apply them and you can't really see it that much on my eyes. My lashes are pretty short and straight, so they need, you know, some boost. With that mascara, I don't think we're going to have that problem. I can already see it's lifting and lengthening my lashes really nicely. I'm going to move a little bit closer so that you can see. It's definitely doing the job. I'm actually amazed how cheaper products can be like so much better sometimes than some of the really pricey ones. Like this eyeshadow palette, it's not even inexpensive. It's just cheap, you know? It's a cheap eyeshadow palette and it has a really lovely pigmentation and it blends so nicely on my eyes. It's not patchy. It's like a really good eyeshadow palette. I would have never guessed this actually costs less than £4. Crazy. This mascara again, £10, and I honestly tried mascaras that were like 25 plus pounds and I was not impressed. So okay, let's finish the other eye now. Okay, so my eye makeup is done. Now we have some cheek products. There's quite a lot of stuff in this box. So we have these two products over here. So first up, let's have a look at this blush. This one is by Revolution and it's Super Dewy Liquid Blush Blusher in shade Totally Blushed. I think I actually have one of their blushes in my collection. Different shade though, and as far as I remember, it is pretty pigmented. So this one, I'm not going to lie, it looks a little bit scary because it's a very intense shade, and if my memory serves well, this is going to be pretty pigmented. So let's have a look at the details. 15 mils, full-size product, priced at £5.99. Bryony says you only need a tiny amount of this. I mean, yeah, it's probably a really good piece of advice to give. It gives you the most beautiful blushed cheek, and I really like that you can do a dot and blend it. Just do a dot and blend it. I mean, sure, okay, let's try it. My makeup today is going to be definitely much more intense than I expected. To be honest, for whatever reason, I was kind of expecting this palette to be a little bit kind of like I don't know, I kind of expected to be disappointed with it. So I expected this to be very kind of like not pigmented, but it turns out to be pretty intense. So yeah, here we are. So there's a little dot. I'm just going to try and smudge it on my hand first so that we can see what we can expect. Okay, that's definitely too much, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, it's a very intense product for sure, but you can see that if you only use a little bit, it's going to give you this really nice sheer blush cheek kind of like shade, as you can see here. So do you know what? I'm just going to use this here. I'm just going to use my brush and try and apply it on my cheeks. Fingers crossed. So there we go. Okay, see, this is enough. This is very pigmented. But you know what? If you are very careful with it and if you use just a little bit, it's going to literally give you this very naturally looking flush on your cheeks. So yeah, I do like it. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side of my face now. So this is what it looks like. This is what this kind of like a little dot is going to give you. And I still have some product on the back of my hand here. Okay, it looks pretty good. Let's move on to the other cheek product that we have. And this one is by Trini London. And this is Sheer Shimmer Lip to Cheek. And this one comes in shade Dido. So this is 4 grams, full-size product worth £24. And Poppy says, you can use this multitasker as a highlighter to make your blush more of a sheer color or sweep it over your lids or lips. It leaves the most beautiful dewy glow. So this is what it looks like. I'm obviously not going to apply it all over my eyelid because I already have my makeup on. I'm also not going to use it on my lips because I have like other products to try, but I'm going to use it as a highlighter. So this is the shade that we've got. And let's swatch it. So there you go, this is the swatch. I think if you have quite like light skin tone, this could actually double as a kind of like a highlighting blush. I'm just going to use it as a highlighter. It is pretty sticky though, so this is probably the type of product I would use when I'm not really wearing much foundation on. So let's test it out. I'm going to apply it with my fingertip directly on my cheek. And I'm just going to blend it in with a brush. I just realized that it actually has a really nice scent to it. Okay. Let's do the other side of my face as well. And there you go. What do you think? I personally think I would use these products separately. So if I wanted to go for these kind of like flushed cheeks, I would just use that. And then I would use this Trini blush with kind of like more neutral shaded product. But with that being said, I do like both of these products. I would just use them separately. Anyway, now we're moving on to the products that were in 2 color options to choose from. And what I mean here is this 4-piece set by Emmeline. So what we've got here is a lip liner, lip gloss, lipstick, and a nail polish. And you get to choose between Casablanca, which is this kind of like orangey red shade, and Cairo, which is more like brownie neutral. And that requires a little bit of a backstory. So my first choice was Casablanca because I really love this orangey red lip. I placed my order, and before I even got my box, I received a message from OK Beauty, and they apologized for making a mistake in their warehouse. They told me that they sent me the wrong shade, which was Cairo, but they're already like sending me the correct shade, and I can keep the one that I already received. So first of all, they had an issue, but they like solved it so quickly that I did not even realize there was an issue, which is amazing. But another great thing is that because of this, I can actually show you both shade options. So let's start with Cairo. This is the shade I did not pick up, but this is the shade I actually originally received. So let's start with the lipstick. So this is the packaging. So you open it by pressing this button here, and this is the shade. So as you can see, it's this perfect nudie shade. I'm going to try and swatch it somewhere for you. Let's do it here. So there you go. This is a really pretty shade. I actually like it much better than I expected. The next product is a lip liner. Again, same shade. I'm going to swatch it next to the lipstick so that you can see a perfect match. And the lip liner, I have to admit, it feels very kind of soft and pigmented, which is the way I like my lip liners to be. And then we have a lip gloss. Again, same shade. This is the applicator. Okay, so this lip gloss is more like a liquid lipstick. Look at the pigmentation here. And then the last product in a set is a nail polish. So there you go. So that is all Cairo. And now we're moving on to my shade of choice, which was Casablanca. So this time starting with a nail polish. This is what it looks like. Next up, we have our lipstick, same packaging, and this is the shade. Here's a little swatch as well. Next up we have the lip liner, just as nice and soft as the Cairo one. And then last but not least we have a lip gloss, or gloss lip, how they call it. So let's give it a quick swatch as well. And here's the swatch. So we have two kind of like shade options compared. And to be honest, I was pretty convinced that at the end of this video I'll be applying the Casablanca shade on my lips. But now that I'm looking at my makeup, I feel it's going to be a little bit too much, and I think this neutral Cairo set is going to look better on my lips. So let's do that. So let's start with the lip liner. Yeah, I really love how kind of effortlessly it applies. I don't really have to like scratch my lips around to kind of get that color. It's nice. Okay, so this is our first step. Moving on to the lipstick. I really love the packaging here. And you know what? It actually smells really nice too. It has kind of like a cacao maybe scent to it. It's really nice. Okay, let's test it out. Okay, so it applies really nicely. It feels okay. Like, it doesn't feel drying or anything, but it also doesn't feel like super buttery. So it's like somewhere in between. That's how I describe it. And just to give it a go, I'm going to top it up with this lip gloss. Okay, we have this really kind of like a yummy scent to it. Oh, that actually feels really lovely on my lips. I think if you have pretty dry or like drying lips, this lip gloss is definitely going to be a bit better choice for you. I mean, this lipstick doesn't really feel super drying anyway, but I would probably use some sort of topper on top of that. That's something I do like pretty much every single time I wear a lipstick, unless this is this kind of like this very buttery, nourishing lipstick, then I would probably just skip the topper. And this whole kind of like Emmeline set in either Casablanca or Cairo is actually worth £51. So there you go, guys. This is the OK Beauty limited edition box by Bryony and Poppy, fully unboxed and tested on my face. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you very much for watching. For more beauty related content, check those videos over here. I'm going to see you very soon. Take care. Bye.